Two men, two hells. One walks to understand, the other walks to destroy. This is Meaning in Mythos, where we explore the stories behind legends, the ideas behind games, and the meaning in myth. Dante Alighieri was an Italian poet, a thinker, and someone who spent his life searching for truth. In his Divine Comedy, he imagines a journey through hell, purgatory, and heaven, not just as a story, but as a way to understand the world, sin, and ultimately redemption. He is guided along the way by ancient poets and the love of his life, Beatrice. Then there's Doomslayer. He's the complete opposite. Silent, brutal, relentless. He tears through hell not to learn, but to destroy, fighting for revenge, survival, or maybe even something more. Both characters go into dark places, both confront monsters, but their reasons for being there and the hells they face are totally different. Dante's hell, or the Inferno, isn't chaotic. It's actually really ordered, but in a way that makes it even more terrifying. It's like this giant system of justice that's been set up by God, divided into 9 circles, each one representing a different kind of sin. You've got the lustful, caught in these endless storms, always swept around, never in control. Then the gluttonous, who just sit in filth, overwhelmed by their own excess. The greedy push heavy weights back and forth, stuck in a cycle they can't escape. The wrathful are trapped in the river Styx, fighting and struggling forever. And the worst of the worst, the traitors, are frozen in ice, completely cut off and alone. Each punishment fits the sin. It's called contrapasso. Basically, whatever you did wrong, that's the thing that ends up defining your suffering. And down at the very bottom, Lucifer. Not in fire, but frozen in ice, trapped in his own pride. Dante's hell is like a mirror. It shows you who you really are, and it forces you to face that. It's not just about punishment. It's meant to make you think, to realize what went wrong, and maybe to change. Doom's hell isn't a mirror like Dante's. It's pure chaos, an explosion of violence and rage with no real order to it. There are no circles, no moral system, no lessons to learn. It's just blood, fire, and destruction. Hell and doom isn't some metaphor for the soul. It's a literal, physical place, a dimension of endless violence that infects reality itself. It's like a cancer, spreading across worlds, corrupting everything it touches. And the demons? They're not symbols or stand-ins for human sins. They're actual monsters. You've got the Baron of Hell, towering and brutal, tearing through anything in its way. The Cacodemon, a floating, hungry maw, just a ball of teeth and hate. And the Icon of Sin, a walking apocalypse, a god-sized monster that embodies destruction itself. In Doom, there's no Virgil to guide you, no Beatrice to show you the way. Just you, the Slayer, armed with the Crucible, the Praetor suit, and a fury that won't quit. The lore of Doom says that the Slayer was once part of the Night Sentinels, warriors who tried to stop Hell from spreading, but they failed. And now, the Slayer's not here to understand or negotiate. He's here to end it, to rip and tear until there's nothing left. Hell and Doom isn't a place you survive. It's a place you fight through, tooth and nail, because the only law down there is the law of the gun. Dante's hell begins with a warning. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. But it's more than just a dramatic line. It's a message that defines everything about his journey. This isn't a place to fight or escape. It's a place to face what you've done. And what makes Dante's hell feel so real is the people he meets there. Real historical figures, not just mythical sinners. Take Francesca da Rimini, a noble woman who fell in love with her husband's brother Paolo. Dante meets her in the circle of the lustful, and she tells him her story, how love led her to betrayal, and how they were both murdered by her husband. The way she speaks is heartbreaking, and Dante, overwhelmed by pity, actually faints. It's not just a punishment, it's a story of love, desire, and tragedy. Then there's Ugolino, a count from Pisa who was betrayed by a political rival, Archbishop Ruggieri. They were both thrown into the tower, with Ugolino's sons and grandsons left to starve. In the icy pit of the traitors, Dante finds Ugolino gnawing on Ruggieri's skull. Ugolino's story is one of betrayal, starvation, and ultimate revenge. You also meet Brutus and Cassius, the men who killed Julius Caesar, frozen in the lowest circle alongside Judas Iscariot. They are trapped forever, chewed in Lucifer's mouths, eternally punished for betraying those they were closest to. Dante's hell feels like a gallery of human stories, a place where sins aren't abstract ideas, but deeply personal tragedies. It's not just a system of punishment, it's a place where souls tell their stories, and where Dante, as a character, feels those stories. He weeps, he is horrified, he learns. That's what makes Dante's hell so haunting. It's a moral universe where every punishment fits a sin, and where the souls aren't monsters, they're people. Flawed, broken, suffering people. Doom's hell doesn't care about stories. It doesn't care why you're there. There's no one to talk to, no lessons to learn. The demons don't explain themselves. They don't share their regrets. They don't ask for mercy. They just attack. They consume. They destroy. Doom's hell is chaos unleashed. Pure, raw destruction, with no order, no meaning, no redemption. It's not a place you understand. It's a place you survive. Or more likely, a place you don't. And the Doomslayer? He's not here to reflect on morality. He's not here to listen to sob stories or figure out the deeper meaning of sin. No. He's here for one reason: to stop the spread of hell at any cost. His mission starts in the Sentinel Wars, when the Doomslayer, mortal man, watched hell destroy his people, the Night Sentinels. He saw the betrayal of the Makers, who traded human souls for power, using the energy of the damned, Argent energy, to fuel their ambitions. The Slayer's rage is personal. He's not some detached philosopher. He's a warrior who's seen what hell does, how it corrupts, devours, and infects entire worlds. He knows there's no reasoning with demons. They don't negotiate, they don't reflect, they only destroy. So the Doomslayer fights back with everything he has. The crucible in one hand, the super shotgun in the other. The Praetor suit, scarred and battered, is a testament to the endless battles he's fought. He doesn't care why a demon became a demon. He doesn't care. He's not here for understanding, he's here for obliteration. And this is where Doom and Dante's hell could not be more different. Dante walks through hell to learn. He listens to the souls, hears their stories, and tries to understand the why behind their suffering. His hell is ordered, structured like a moral classroom, even if it's terrifying. Doomslayer, he does not have time for that. Hell to him is a disease, a threat that spreads across dimensions, corrupting everything it touches. There's no system of punishment, no reflection, no chance for redemption. Dante's hell teaches you a lesson. Doom's hell, you blow it to pieces. Dante descends into hell to understand sin. The Doomslayer charges in to destroy it. Two hells, two philosophies, and both raise the same question. When you fight evil, do you risk becoming it? So what does any of this have to do with us? We may not be Dante, walking through the circles of hell, or Doomslayer, fighting back endless demons, but in a way, we all face our own kinds of hell. Sometimes life feels like Dante's hell, structured, moral, even predictable in its own way. We face the consequences of our choices, and the challenge is to reflect on what we've done, learn from it, and grow. Other times, life feels like Doom's hell, chaotic, relentless, and overwhelming. Pain and suffering come out of nowhere, and there's no time for reflection or understanding. You're just fighting to survive, trying not to lose yourself in the process. So maybe that's the real connection between these two stories. Dante's journey reminds us that we can't ignore the weight of our actions, that we have to confront the darkness within us, not just the darkness outside. And the Doomslayer, as crazy as it sounds, he's got a lesson for us too. He reminds us that sometimes when faced with overwhelming evil or suffering, you can't just sit back and reflect, you have to fight. The challenge, the real challenge, is knowing which hell you're in and how to respond. Are you in a season where you need to step back, reflect, and learn from the pain? Or are you in a season where you need to stand up, grit your teeth, and fight through it with everything you've got? Either way, both Dante and the Doomslayer remind us, you will face darkness. The question is, will you let it consume you, or will you become stronger because of it? Thank you for watching Meaning and Mythos. Subscribe if you want to keep exploring the stories we tell, the legends we play, and the meaning behind it all. See you next time.